Lately, there have been allegations surrounding Julius Malema's Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, party in South Africa, which include what is portrayed as a security ring. Before we continue, please kindly hit on the subscribe button. This phrase refers to a deal in which people or groups seek a share in exchange for protection against evil or unpleasant influence. The dispute specifically recalls allegations that the EFF took part in close rehearsals with a number of organizations, such as VBS Tresseme and H&M shops. According to the allegations, the EFF should have looked for monetary compensation from these organizations while anticipating a false claim that they would provide security or protect them from conflict. Events of organized warfare were supposed to have taken place at the very moment when these organizations were allegedly unwilling to comply with these requests. These conflicts were allegedly meant to put pressure on the associations to comply with the EFF's financial requirements. The VBS shock, which first raised questions about financial irregularities, is now entwined with allegations against the EFF. It is maintained that the EFF received shares or advantages from VBS Normal Bank, causing concerns about party finance-related transactions and ethical standards. Prominent EFF member Julius Malema has refuted these allegations, characterizing them as politically motivated assaults. In any event, the allegations have started with candid discussion and analysis, emphasizing tensions about responsibility and transparency in the South African political landscape. Confirmation rackets are coordinated instances of unethical conduct when social gatherings use coercive tactics to extract money from organizations in exchange for security or consistency. The lawsuits against the EFF in this context have fundamental moral and legal ramifications that might undermine public confidence in political structures. Cautious evaluations and transparency about the EFF's financial operations and communications with other organizations are becoming more and more necessary as the situation continues to worsen. The results of these evaluations may have far-reaching effects for the EFF and its standing, impacting both its legitimacy and potential political consequences in the future. Considering all of this, the accusations made against the EFF about a security racket involving organizations such as VBS Tresseme and H&M shops have exacerbated tensions and brought up serious questions regarding moral leadership and responsibility in South African regulatory matters. The events that are spreading are clearly observed by people as a whole, and those who are involved in them anticipate more purpose and clarity. Once again, African National Congress member and ardent admirer of President Cyril Ramaphosa Derek Hanekom has attacked the deputy president of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Floyd Shivambu. This comes after the imprisoned former VBS chairman claimed in an affidavit that he benefited from the bank. Despite the EFF heavyweights' denials of these accusations, others contend that fire and smoke cannot coexist. In addition, Shivambu informed a reporter covering the story that he had not been jailed and that his political career was still alive, despite the fact that the two earlier reporters who had committed the same crime had now died. Derek Hanekom, an ANC member, took offense at this despite the fact that he was just expressing facts. The ANC member called the deputy leader of the EFF a liar. He added that someone like him in a position of authority is not what the Red Berets deserve. Floyd Shivambu is the worst type of thug, stealing the money of seniors and intimidating others who disclose it. According to Derek Hanekom, EFF members undoubtedly don't want to be connected to this kind of thuggery. Julius Malema, the head of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, has said that his group would support Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi in the legislature. Speaking Thursday afternoon in Cape Town, Malema conveyed his delight with Gauteng's African National Congress, ANC, headed by Lesufi, after the Premier's decision to exclude the Democratic Alliance, DA, from his province executive. The Gauteng province has decisively rejected the Democratic Alliance, DA, and established administration without their participation. Speaking before to President Cyril Ramaphosa's inaugural speech to the legislature on Thursday evening, Malema said, "We are going to make sure that the government of Gauteng works." Malema was addressing the media following a meeting of the so-called Progressive Caucus of Parliament, comprising of, "We intend to support the Gauteng administration, since opposing it would be equivalent to endorsing the Democratic Alliance." The EFF leader predicted that if the Gauteng government falls, You see, if you don't work with the DA, you are going to fail. Malema emphasized that they would vote with the party on